What up, world? C8 CORVETTE back at you again with another video. Today's video, we are going back to the whiteboard and we are talking about those Chevy codes. What the Chevy codes mean for your new C8. What the Chevy codes mean for your new C8. We are about to get right into it. Please subscribe to the channel when you get a chance. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get more upcoming videos so we can change this YouTube algorithm so it can show and ask people to look at my videos. Please help me out there. Let's get into these Chevy codes. So these are the codes. I got them all listed out and I'm going to kind of explain what the codes mean. So when you go into the dealership, so let's say like myself, I went into the dealership in whatever month it was in 2020. I think it was August of 2020. And I had already sold a C8 that had came to me in early April of that year. I already sold one that I never got to drive. Somebody took it off my hands for a nice fee. So I sold the one that I had that came in. So this is the one that I was going to keep. So I reordered in August. I got mine in April of the next year. So when I first went in, I put down my down payment or put down my deposit or whatever. And my deposit was like $2 grand that I put down, right? So after I put my $2 grand down, it's taking months and you want this thing to start getting going. So the first thing is, it's basically like, it's a 1000 code. And that basically means that your order is on hold at the dealer. It's a 1000 code, means that your order is on hold at the dealer. It's not really an order yet. You just got a deposit in and it's not really an order yet, right? So then when it goes to 1100, that means that an order has been placed at the dealer. The order for yours, they're saying basically, yes, yours is going to get built. We're going to turn it in and put the order in the system. And then you go to 1101 where the order is entered into the system. The order is entered into the system, your order. Then you go to the next code of order entered via web. Then you go to the next code, the 2000 code, which is the order is accepted by Chevy. So you're in the 1100s to start, right? To really be honest with you, you don't really know if your order is really going to actually be built until it gets all the way to 3000. You don't know if your order is really truly going to be actually built until your order gets to 3000. So the next one is 2001, which is the order generated to dealer. So first it's, order accepted by Chevy, then 2001, order generated to dealer, then 2005, order, which is one of the other ones or whatever. It's like an off-brand code. This might not even come up in yours. 2030, order edited by Chevy. Then you got a 2050, the order is changed. Those usually you don't even see those codes under your thing. So you normally won't even see those at all. So they do have a thing where like once they give you a VIN number and the whole nine, you can start tracking your order or whatever through the Chevy app. But normally the first thing you're going to see under one of yours is you'll see 1100 and then you'll see 1102 are the codes that you'll hear about from your dealer. So you can always call your dealership and ask them, hey, what code am I at? Where am I at overall in the order process? And they'll let you know where you are. But usually you're going to be stuck at 1000, 1100 or 1101. You're going to be stuck there for a very long time. And then all of a sudden they send you like this sheet that tells you it's like your final time that you can change your actual like order. And that's usually 1100 at the 1100 status, 1100, 1101, they send you the sheet and you basically have to sign off on it and say, yes, I want mine to be built. I want it. I'm cool with the way this one is. And then that's when it changes to the 1102 when they're actually entering your order in the system. And then it's going to be, accepted by Chevy at 2000. So the top is when it's kind of still at the dealer portion of things. The top section is when it's pretty much still at the dealer. The bottom section that I'm going to go to is when that car is actually going to get built. And those are the 3000 codes. So the first 3000 code that you want to see is the order is accepted by production control. The order is accepted, meaning they are going to build your damn car. So the codes above the 1000 and the 2000 codes, you're usually in those codes for about, let's say if you ordered the car in August, you're normally in those codes for the rest of August, the rest of September, and probably even depending on if the plant's shutting down or if they're having their COVID issues or if they're having parts issues, you normally stay in that 1000, 2000 range for like the first 4 months. It takes a while to get to the 3000 range. And a lot of that depends on when they're going to start building the next year's version of the car, the 2023 or whatever it is. And also, as I said, it depends on the COVID outbreaks, and it also depends on if they can get chips for the cars and so on and so forth. So you got that portion of things. 3000 code is that, as I said, production control. Then 3100 is the order is available to sequence. So that's basically shop talk at the factory and them trying to, getting ready to build your car, right? The next code is a big one. So let's point that out. The next one is a big one. 3300. 3300 code. 3300 code means your order is selected and scheduled for production. Your order is selected and scheduled for production. So they are basically going to give you a production date that, let's say if that Monday is the 29th or something like that, or the 21st is that Monday, that'll be the date. They'll be like, your production week is the 21st. So sometime in that week between Monday and Sunday, your car is going to get built. Somewhere in that week between Monday to Sunday, your car is going to get built within that week. Then a 34 code is order broadcast for production. So it's being loaded on the assembly plant computer. So that's when they know, like, basically your car is being built. So a lot of times, let's say 3400 to 3800, that normally happens like pretty much all in the same day. So order produced and it has a VIN is 3800. So it has an available VIN, and you can start like basically put the VIN in and start tracking your car if through the Chevy app, your VIN and the whole nine. So your sales rep can help you with all that you originally put your deposit down with. 4000 means that the vehicle is available to ship. So the vehicle is sitting there and it is available to ship. Then you got 4104, 4106 is the invoice, invoice release. Then you got the vehicle invoice 4150 to the dealer. Then you got 4BOO, which is ordered, paid, vehicle is waiting transport and or to be pulled for quality control. So all of the vehicles have some type of quality control process. So like when I was getting my C8 set in quality control for probably about a week and a half. So sometimes it sit there. It just depends on what staff they have and if they have enough staff to, get through everything and get those cars out. 4200 is my order shipped. It means order shipped. Then 4300 means the intermediate had delivered the vehicle to, basically they have the vehicle. Then 4800, it's at the rail ramp or yard. It's being loaded. And then 5000 means the vehicle has been delivered to the to the dealer. And then 6000 is the vehicle has been delivered to the customer. 9000 is the order was canceled. So The orders that I can remember, the numbers that were through my process, 1100, 1102, 2000, 3000, 3100, 3300, 3400, 3800, 4000, and I think I stayed stuck at 4000 forever. The rest of the codes below 4000, I don't even remember hearing about or seeing. The codes that I named off were the codes that I was told at various times that I called into the dealer. And the dealer, the sales rep, he just stops talking to you at some point, right? He's annoyed with you. So some of us, people that want our cars and Corvettes or whatever, we get frustrated with the process. Hey, I can guarantee you, yes, the wait is worth it, but we get frustrated with the process. If you want to cut your dealer out the deal, once it gets into 3000 status, if you want to know what's going on with your Corvette after 3000 status, once you know it's at 3000 status, call the GM concierge number, 1-866-424-3892, 1-866-424-3892. Call that number, right? You give them your invoice number, order number. You give them the order number that should be on your paperwork that was sent to you when you had to sign off in like 1102 or 1101, when you had to sign off and say, hey, yes, go ahead and bill my vehicle. There was an order number on it. You give that number, the order number, and they'll tell you what status your car is in. They won't do it at a 100 or a 2000 level because it hasn't hit the factory yet, but they will do it under the 3000 code. So once it hits the 3000 code and you want to know what's going on in your vehicle, call them. I don't care how many times you call them. It's not going to speed the process up. Trust me, I tried it. It's not going to speed the process up at all. They're just going to tell you, and they'll start putting notes in on you. So they'll start putting notes, under your thing. And they're like, hey, yeah, just as we told you yesterday, your car is still at 3000 status or whatever. So once you even get to the 3000 status, it still takes a while for these things to move along for you to get your car, for you to get all the way to 6000 status. So once it gets to 6000 status, a lot of times what I saw, there were people that are supposed to get their cars with me. They didn't get them because their financing wasn't in place before the car was delivered to the dealer. So then the dealer would take, delivery of the vehicle, right? Because it's already invoiced to them. And then let's say if your vehicle was only an $85,000 vehicle, obviously they were trying to sell it now for like 110, 115. And that's what what happened. Before mine went to my dealer, I had already secured my financing and everything through my credit union. And I already knew, I was putting down a sizable down payment and the whole nine. So I already had my stuff together. But not everybody has their ducks in a row when these vehicles are on their way. So they can't take delivery of their vehicle. So make sure you got your financing in play before your car gets there and you're all embarrassed because you can't get your car, or it's a higher note than you thought. So if you, let's say it gets there, your vehicle's 85,000. What they also didn't tell me was there was a destination fee, right? So that's another 1,000. So that's 86,000. Then I had I think 6,500 or whatever it was in taxes to pay on the vehicle, and then plates and everything else. So by the time you walk out of there, you're paying like 92,000 or whatever the number is. And you got to get financing for that, whether you're going to put up 20,000 or 25,000 and finance the rest. You have to secure your financing, I would say, before it gets to the dealer. When it gets there, the dealer is going to give you like a week or so to try to get your financing together. The car was listed to you. So they're either going to help you find the financing that you need, or you go out and you do it yourself. Right? So all this takes place once your vehicle hits the dealer. Then you can go in and talk to them about your finance and the whole nine and try to figure this out. You can't put your deposit down and start working on your financing, right? You got to a lot of the finance companies, they at least want a VIN number. So at 3800 status, when you get your VIN number, if you want to, now you have a VIN number, you can start trying to work on your financing then. That's how my credit union worked. My financing was already in place when my VIN number came through. So once you got your VIN number, that came through. Now I gotta, they've ran the credit or done whatever they've done. Now I gotta hope that I get the car within 30 days. So all my numbers still bear out, because let's say if I get the car 30 days after, now they got to run another credit report and we got to go back through the whole process again. So this is what I went through overall trying to get my new C8 Corvette. I ordered the vehicle that August, my second one, and I got the vehicle. I ordered it like late August, and I got the vehicle on 4/20/2021. It was a happy experience. I feel like I did wait a long time. Some of it was my anxiety was getting to me. I was getting ready to obviously pay the biggest car note that I had ever paid. I was nervous, but I was happy at the same time. And when it finally got to the dealership, all I could say, it was just straight joy. I was happy, about it. So if you like the video, get in that comment section and, say something. Or hit that like button for me, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. If you got any other questions about the C8 Corvette Chevy, I should say dealer codes, if you got about getting your car, just get it in the comment section. Ask me the question. I can answer it for you. I went through this process. I must have called that GM concierge number. If I had to guess, I probably called them about 60 times. Man, I just kept calling. I probably was calling every day. I was just so excited and couldn't wait for this car to get here. I was just tired of waiting. I had waited long enough. I needed my damn car. So if you got a car on the way, let me know what color car you got on the way. Let me know if it's a hardtop or if it's a coupe. Let me know what you have on the way. I will do another video on what I would have changed if I had gotten mine. If I could have picked something different, or if I know what I know now compared to what I knew back then. Until next time, my friends, C8 Pate out.